Dude, I think there's something wrong with your foot. Huh? What is this? In this video we are going to talk about the differences between your consumer-grade VR setups and the free roaming setup like we have here in the Fusion Arena. We are going to show you the hardware, the system and how everything works together.
You guys probably know consumer-grade hardware like the Oculus Rift or the HTC Vive or the Samsung Odyssey that we have here. You typically have controllers, the goggles and the cameras that come from top-down or inside-out tracking like we have here, and a pretty good amount of games that you can play. So why should you actually go in a location-based entertainment facility like this or others around the world?
We are here in the play area of the Fusion Arena. Now I'm going to show you the hardware that we use for our system. The first thing are the goggles, which are made by Oculus, and they are connected to those backpack pieces. We have a glove for each hand, but also a foot sensor for the left and the right foot. All those components together enable something called full body tracking, which brings us to our first point. So full body tracking means that all your movements are tracked and shown in game. That means if you do some funny dance move or you show your weapon skills, your friends will see it in game. As long as everything is mounted correctly. It often happens here that people place the left foot sensor on the right foot, which gives a pretty hilarious view in game. The full body tracking gives a much more realistic feel and makes you feel like you're actually inside this world. In most VR centers you have a lot of space to move around. It makes you feel like you have a lot of freedom, and it also gives the illusion that the room is endless. Of course, these games also have boundaries, but they will guide you in a path where you will never hit a wall or any other object. What you won't find in your consumer VR systems are 4D effects and real-life objects. Here in the Fusion Arena we work with heat, wind and even rain. This makes the game feel a little bit more realistic. Besides that, you can find real-life objects like this torch. You can pick it up and light something and use it to solve some mysteries. You also don't have controllers, which means you have your free hands to use to pick up a gun, to play a zombie shooter, or use it for something else. And the last point is games and playing with friends. The games that we play in the VR centers are especially made for these rooms and the hardware. This means that there is better tracking and you have your friends in the same location. In the Fusion Arena you can play the same game with up to 10 people at the same time. So it makes it a fun group activity instead of like a solo player journey.
Good! Fusion Arena belongs to the TrueVRSystems network, and in Zürich this is not the only place where you can experience free roaming VR. We have compiled a list for you guys and gonna show you the overview now.
So the first system is called Zero Latency, and you can play with up to 8 players, 30-minute play time for $50. You have weapon, head and body tracking, and they actually have 21 locations in 12 different countries, and they have also adventure and shooter games. So the next system that you're seeing right now is called Avio VR, and you can play with up to 4 players at the same time. It's 30-minute play time, and here you pay $60 to $120 per team. You also have full body tracking, and they have 3 locations in Russia and 1 in the UK. You can also choose between adventure or shooter games. Okay, this setup is called VR Arcade, and you can play it with up to 5 people. The playtime is a little bit shorter, 20 minutes. It's about $40 per person, and tracked or head, body and weapon, and they have 2 locations in the Netherlands, and you mostly play shooter games. This system that you're seeing right now is called The Void, and you can play it with up to 4 players, and playtime is 30 minutes for around $30 per person. They have head, body and weapon tracking, and they even have a camera which tracks your hand, which is nice. And they have 10 locations which are stationed in the USA, Canada and Dubai. Special about this system is that all the games are based on movies like the Ghostbusters or Star Wars. And last but not least, it's the system that we currently use in the Fusion Arena. It's TrueVRSystems. You can play the same game with up to 10 people, and playtime is about 30 minutes, and it costs you about $50 per person. Here we have full body tracking, it means also arms and legs, and TrueVRSystems have 7 locations in different countries, and the biggest one is the Fusion Arena. And we also have adventure and shooter games. So I hope you got some insights about the different kind of systems and where you can actually play it. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. And if you got any ideas for future videos, just let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video and have a nice day.